Hello, everybody. How is my family, my global family, and my global community? We're going to begin by giving a special greeting to all our ancestors, to Mother Earth, to all our guardians, to our spirit guides, masters of light, everybody who is in connection with us right now and part of this ceremony. It's a very special day. It's new moon, and it's the perfect time for healing, the perfect time for sharing these powerful energies with the whole planet. I have been in training for these days. I have been in training for these times. And as a medicine man, this is the times, specifically now, when we're going through these hard processes, when we need to be in ceremony and when we need to share with the whole planet, with the whole family, global family, this sacred medicine of our ancestors. So we have a sacred smudge. First, we have this sacred smudge for our ancestors to greet them. Today is new moon, so for us this begins also new cycles. And we're supported and assisted by the cosmic forces, by Cosmic Mother, Cosmic Father, and by our ancestral spirits. We're burning right now Palo Santo for our ancestors, and in this Palo Santo is the prayers that as a family and as a community we open our hearts even more, and we forget a little bit the hardships, the suffering, the struggle, the fear, and the self-doubt that is all over our planet right now. We have so many brothers and sisters who are in struggle right now, and we have especially our elders who are vulnerable, children who are vulnerable, who need our support and who need our assistance. This is why we're in ceremony today. For now, with our global community and our global family, in this way, I know there's a lot of our awesome family and community that also speak Spanish, and I'm going to be doing another ceremony for them also. So please, excuse me for doing this one in English. This one is especially for the condor and the eagle. That's why I have behind me the sacred rainbow bridge and the condors flying through it to the divine origins. Because only when we remember who we are can we be of best service here in this planet. So for our ancestors, for our sacred spirits, for our guardians and our guides, this sacred smudge. For all of you, my loves, receive this sacred smudge sacred healing, clearing all the worries, all the tensions, all the stress, everything that you no longer need. You need to be in absolute peace and absolute harmony. You need to be in love. You need to come back to your harmony and to your inner peace. Only that way can you be of best service in this planet. Thank you for everybody who is present. All our family, everybody is joining. Blessings of our Apus and our Pachamama. All our allies, all our guardians, all our guides. Samin chegar panchi tuljun chayor chay. Apukuna roal kuna ukuna pachamanyasta. Yapang panay kunata. Rikohta mana rikohta kay pikahta, mana kay pikahta. Yapangkuta samin chay, yapangkuta yanapari, yapangkuta kalpanchari. Nyopak man purichunko, sumahtat ikarichunko. Vaikunapa hatun kalpa, hatun kausay, sumak sonko, khali kausay. This is a very important time for us to share our ancestral medicine, our powerful medicine from our sacred Mother Earth. My main message today for everybody is do not vibrate low. Do not let anything, regardless of what's happening around you, affect your high vibration. Your natural way of being is being in love. Your natural way of being is being happy. Your natural way of being is being in harmony with everything that is happening around you and with everyone that is being with you. And we're not just in our humanity existing with humanity. We are also in our divinity, in our spirit, in our essence, existing with powerful forces, with powerful beings, like Mother Earth to begin with. Also, guardians. Our guardians are the elements: water, fire, air, earth. And guides. Our guides are powerful beings of light we call Apus. We must connect with them. We must never forget that when we arrived to this earth, we came from the absolute sun, from the absolute light. And we're here to be the sun that never rises, neither sets. For that reason, when I tell you the story of the sun that never rises, neither sets, is to remind you that you are a being of light, you are a child of light. If you ask the sun what it feels to rise to a new day, the sun will tell you, what are you talking about? If you ask the sun what it feels to set, the sun will tell you, what are you talking about? Because our sun neither rises, neither sets. The rising and the setting is only for us who are here on Mother Earth. The rising and the setting is only for humanity, who are living in the day and the night, who are living with the light and the dark. There is right now a lot of dark energy, heavy energy that has been created massively, in mass quantities, and all because of fear. So we all have to deal with it. We all have to take on this heavy energy. Nobody can skip it. Nobody can say, not for me. Because this is what we go through as a global community, as a global family that we are now. 20 or 30 years ago, we did not have a global awareness. We did not have a global consciousness. But now, in these times, when we are in powerful times of transition, we are now in a global consciousness, in a global awareness. Everything we go through, we're going through for the whole planet. Everything that we take in, we're taking on for the whole planet. And I'm not just talking about all our human family and community, but all living beings on this planet who are in ceremony and celebration with us tonight. In the animal kingdom, in the nature kingdom, they're very happy right now. They're celebrating. Finally, there is going to be a powerful force of balance coming back, telling us that originally balance of life on this planet was never in the hands of us human beings, but rather it's a powerful force that keeps life on this planet since ever and forever. These powerful forces are now in charge, and even though there is a lot of talking, a lot of speculation about why these processes are happening, the real reason is Mother Earth needs to have a breath. She needs to have a deep breath and catch vitality back, because we have not taken good care of her. Therefore, we have not taken good care of ourselves. Now is the time to go back and return to well-being. And well-being means being in harmony, in absolute connection with Mother Earth. There are much more intelligent life forces who are in charge of the equilibrium and the balance on Mother Earth. And we are not. Right now, these processes we're going through are showing us we can hardly take care of ourselves. And we must take care of ourselves, or we will not be able to take care of Mother Earth, or we will not be able to take care of our family and our community in the planet. These times and this very process is what we have been in preparation for, our whole generation. And I'm talking to all three generations. The young ones that are arriving, that are responsible of harmony and balance on this planet. Us that are here witnessing the process of transition, and the generation of our elders who are very vulnerable right now in terms of their health, because also they have done a lot of preparation work for these times. I believe the reason why I was trained as a medicine man by my grandfather was for these times. He used to always talk about global healing, and my preparation was specifically about that. Just visualize yourselves inside a crystal right now. Crystals can only channel, can only conduct highest frequency energies. If you're in a lot of fear, if you're in a lot of tension, if you're in a lot of stress, if you're weak, if you're vulnerable, it's not easy to see yourself inside a crystal. So for that reason, I recommend you have a physical one. And when you have a physical crystal, you can hold it. And you don't have to do it right now, but in the days to come, in the processes we're going through, with all the uncertainty of where this is leading us, everything is certain for Mother Earth. Everything is certain in the spirit world. Our ancestors had talked about these times in their prophecies and their legends and their myths. And they felt the vulnerability that we would have. And our vulnerability right now is fear. Our vulnerability right now is not being to maintain ourselves in love. This is very important. Because being in love, nobody can teach you. Being in love is your nature, is in your very essence. Being in love is the most powerful medicine you can offer right now to the whole planet. We have had a hard process. We have had a difficult times. And in these times is when we need to really put our whole heart fully open and offer it in unconditional service of love. This is what my teachers taught me. We must be in absolute service and not fear. As a medicine man, at the beginning of this process, happening with the virus and with the planetary process, the one thing I told myself was, I will not let fear in. I will not vibrate in that low frequency. Because from there, I cannot help anybody. Neither it helps me. Once, when I was with grandfather on the mountains, we visualized these times when the whole planet was literally covered with this dark veil of fear and despair and vulnerability. And this is only to bring us back to our humbleness. This is only to bring us back to our heart, so that from that center in which we are, we can be in service. Our family and our community are really vulnerable. There is a lot of our brothers and sisters who are suffering and struggling right now. We must share the powerful forces of Mother Earth, our ancestors, elemental forces, our sacred natural forces of nature, with them. This is why tonight I wanted to share with you this time in ceremony. Please, just think about right now, every being in the planet that is more powerful than you are. It can be in the plant kingdom, it can be in the animal kingdom, it can be in the natural kingdom. For us, there are mountain spirits, beings of light. For us, there are powerful animals like the puma, the condor, the hummingbird. For us, there are powerful places on Mother Earth like waterfalls, rivers, mountaintops, lakes, oceans. We must remember that there are more powerful forces, that there are more sacred forces that are right now assisting our process. My main reason for me to be here with you tonight is to remind you of that. We are not in this process by ourselves. We have never been, neither we will be. For thousands of years, humanity was always protected, was always taken care of by much more intelligent forces, by much more powerful forces. Some of these forces are of this planet and other forces are not of this planet. We must call on them. We forgot to live in an alliance. Not just family and community relationship, but we forgot to exist in absolute alliance. In the planet, in the universe, nothing is going one way. There is a powerful balancing force called Aini. As much as we're receiving, we're also giving. And when we receive, we must remember we're responsible for what we take in. We choose what to take in. If you want to take in love, if you want to take in highest frequency energy, if you want to take in life energy, light energy, that's what you will take in. But unfortunately, because we were not taught or reminded of this, we have taken on a lot of heavy energy. And there's a lot of heavy energy right now in the planet. There's a lot of this to process. There's a lot of this energy to clear and bring back the balance. And that's why I'm here as your brother here in the Andes to help you liberate it, to help you transcend from these processes, so that you can be of best service to your biological family, to your local family, and to your local community. There is a lot that we can do. There's a lot that we need to do, but Mother Earth calls on not doing, but being. And this is my main message tonight for everybody. We must be in love. We must maintain our energy in love. We must not let anything move us from our center of being deeply connected to Mother Earth. And we must not be moved from our vitality. My grandfather used to say, whatever illness, whatever disease is also a spirit. It's called Hucha. And this is a spirit that when you didn't learn through love, you will learn through pain and struggle or suffering. And this is what we're going through at the planetary level right now. We're going through a lot of hard processes because we did not learn through love. So even then, we must remember this is the gentle process. Mother Earth said, for this new era, for this new life, there will be gentle process. This is what our elders speak about. This is the main message of our ancestors in all the prophecies. So actually, this is the gentle process. It could be harder. It could have been more radical. It could have been more drastic. But Mother Earth is bringing the harmony, and Mother Earth is bringing the gentleness to our process. So part of our ceremony tonight is not just to vibrate in our highest frequency of love, but also to vibrate in the highest frequency of gratitude. We must be infinitely grateful for the blessings that we receive every day. And the main blessing is life. Life is a miracle. And this miracle is for us to offer in love, in service, in gratitude, in healing. Right now, healing. It's very easy for people to go into frustration and anger or fear and chaos over toilet paper. But these processes are normal. It's okay. You must forgive yourself for going crazy over toilet paper. It's okay. That means loving yourself unconditionally. Regardless of what you did, regardless of how you are right now, you must love yourself unconditionally, without judgment, because only that way we will be able to heal ourselves. Only that way we will be able to heal our whole planet. Remember what I said at the beginning. When you feel love, and when that is what you choose to take in, that is also what you're transmitting. And as you're transmitting that, that is what is being the strength of all of our brothers and sisters who are vulnerable, who are having a very hard process right now. Among you, my wonderful family, there is many who are having hard times and hard processes. And Tonight, I want to direct the most powerful forces of the universe, the most powerful forces of our Pachamama, Mother Earth, your way. Our Mother Earth never loses her balance. The universe and the cosmos is in perfect equilibrium. It was never up to us to maintain that equilibrium. It was never up to us to maintain that balance. What is up to us is to live within that balance and equilibrium. And when we didn't, if we didn't, this is what happens. Everything goes out of balance for us. Everything goes out of equilibrium for us, but never for Mother Earth, never for our planet, never for the universe, never for the cosmos. So we are preparing ourselves for a new life, for a new era. And one of these messages that I have for you tonight is, in this new era, we have two choices. We can either continue struggling and suffering and vibrating in that low frequency of self-doubt and conditional love and fear and shame and blame and guilt, or we can choose to vibrate in a higher frequency of love and send that love to all our family and to all our community. Imagine our whole family in the whole planet, the over 7.5 billion times ourselves, being covered in this beautiful bubble of pink light, which is unconditional love. This is the medicine. One of the messages that comes from our ancestors, from the myths, from the stories and the legends, which is their way of sharing their wisdom with us, was there will be times when we need to only count on ourselves, and we need to no longer count on anybody else, on anything else. We need to only heal ourselves. And we will need Mother Earth. And we will need our Pachamama. She will be our medicine. Her love will be our medicine. So wherever you are, make sure your feet are both completely on Mother Earth. Both of them. And imagine your deeps, your roots deepening into Mother Earth, like the roots of a tree of life. Imagine those roots going very deep. You will start feeling the vitality of Mother Earth. You will start feeling the life energy and the life force of Mother Earth, taking care of you, bringing to you powerful love energy, powerful harmony, powerful peace. Because we forgot to connect with Mother Earth in this way, that is because we lose our center. And that's why any soft wind can bring that tree down. We must, in this ceremony, acknowledge and honor all our brothers and sisters throughout the planet who are right now in a lot of suffering. And I'm not talking about the physical suffering only. The most hard process in our lives is the emotional process. Physical process we can almost take care of because our physical body has an intelligence, has a powerful force to take care of itself. It wouldn't be a surprise for me if within some days, all of a sudden, humanity starts developing a natural self-immune system against these virus problems. I wouldn't be surprised. We have always had the power to do that. It's within us. It's in our genetic coding. But we must support our brothers and sisters who are right now not just in fear, they're panicking. When we go into fear, when we go into panic, when we go into that impotence of how to be of service and how to heal our family and our community, parts of our soul leaves us and we are vulnerable and we become very weak. And we need to recover that strength back, or otherwise we will not be in good health. So you must call yourself back constantly. One of the powerful words we use here in the Andes is hampui. Hampui is calling that soul energy, that vitality back to your physical temple, to your physical body, so that you can be in your full essence. We are vulnerable in many ways, but first we're vulnerable emotionally. And that's why we need to not only love, but we need to be in love. Listen to me, my brothers and sisters. Being in love is the secret, is the medicine, is your power. If you're in love right now, be grateful, because you are in your absolute vitality. And this is the medicine that will heal our planetary family. If you can't be in love right now, love yourself unconditionally. Be in love with you. Honor and acknowledge and be grateful for everything that you are, for the transcendental being that you are, for the powerful being that you are. If you can't do that, love Mother Earth. Give thanks to her for everything that she provides to us. For her being the mother of time and space so that we can exist. For her so that we have this miracle of life. If you can't do that, give gratitude and love Mother and Father God. You cannot be here if it wasn't for the Father and the Mother. And our Father and our Mother was Pachamama, was Cosmic Mother, was the Mother Moon, was Pachatata, the Cosmic Father, was the Father Son. We had many fathers and many mothers besides our biological parents. Love them and be grateful. And if you can't do that, just visualize yourself inside this pink crystal. It needs to be pink because pink is the unconditional love. And crystals, remember, only channel highest frequency energies. They cannot channel low frequency energies. The second there is a lot of heavy energy around a crystal, if it can't channel it, it will break. So I'm not saying when you visualize inside a crystal, you're not invincible, but you're protected. If you want to be invincible, you need to activate the crystal within you. You need to activate the crystal within your cells, within your microcosmos. And for that, we always hold a crystal, a physical one. These days, wherever you can find, my brothers and sisters, get a crystal. Be with the crystal, and it will help you transmute and transform whatever heavy energies into light, energy, into life energy, into love energy. And if it's a pink one, even better. It will help you a lot. I have here the medicine of the condor. The medicine of the condor is very powerful. And that is the medicine I'm sharing with all of you. May it arrive to the four corners of our planet, to the four directions, four portals. May it arrive to all our families and our communities in the planet. The medicine of the condor is very simple. The condor can fly the highest, is the highest flying bird on the planet. And when our ancestors knew that, they thought this being has to be the only being who has the lightest heart of all beings on the planet. And that's why he can fly so high, closer to the sun, have the bigger perspective, see the bigger picture, look over and watch over family and community. So when I send the condor energy to you, that's what I'm doing. I'm sending the energy of the being who has the lightest heart of all beings on the planet. Right now, our hearts throughout the planet are not light. They're very heavy because of frustration, anger, confusion, fear, guilt, shame, blame, and all those heavy energies. And when we are heavy in our heart, we're vulnerable physically. And that's why any illnesses can attack our physical body. There is a lot of our brothers and sisters who are vulnerable right now because of their heavy heart and cannot handle physically. It's not just this virus that is affecting the integrity and the well-being of our physical temples, of our physical body. It is these heavy energies in our heart that is attacking it. So you must also call on powerful forces like the condor. Because this condor can fly so high and it has the lightest heart of all beings on the planet. Having a light heart is the secret to well-being and vitality and good health. Nothing will affect you, nothing will touch you from a low frequency and heavy energy if you are with a light heart. If you soar the highest skies like the condor. For us, can you believe our ancestors had built a whole temple, a whole mountaintop in the shape of a condor out of white granite? And this white granite in the Andes is 60% quartz. So literally a quartz temple. It was a temple built in the shape of a condor, and it's called Machu Picchu, where thousands of people used to arrive every day. But now everything is closed. Everything is closed. So this condor is no longer waiting for people here to carry the people into light being. This condor is very busy right now, flying throughout the planet, picking up as many conscious and aware and awake brothers and sisters who are ready to jump on the condor, on a crystal condor, and liberate themselves out of this confusion and fear and uncertainty. And speaking of which, after this sharing of the crystal and the condor, we will access the sacred oracle, and the oracle we access with the coca leaves. So usually in this time, I will just randomly pick whatever questions you have, whatever that you want to ask, and I will be checking those in the coca leaves. It could be something personal, it could be something for the whole planet. These last weeks, since this process arrived to Peru and it literally locked down everything, Um, we have been accessing a lot of the oracles, and so far we have been receiving many messages. And one of the main messages is that we have uh, maybe anywhere from 3 to 4 months more of this hard process, and then out of like this, in a thousand of a second, new energy will arrive to the planet. And with this new energy, we will be able to also exist in a new way. Whatever that was important for us in the past, we must liberate. Not let go, liberate. We have no choice. This is one of the messages of Mother Earth, of the cosmos. Before we had a choice. When we were in preparation for this time, a lot of people believe about these ceremonies and rituals as a thing like, oh, that's for the shamans, or that's for that tribe, or that's for that indigenous people. Forgetting maybe, or not realizing that we're all children of Mother Earth here. And Mother Earth has a big voice, not just a big voice. She has the last word about our processes. When things go too far out of balance, she is the one who's going to call for whatever that needs to be called on, so that balance can return, so that equilibrium can return. We can never think or believe Mother Earth is sick. We can never believe she's not well. In our belief system, we always say Mother Earth is in her absolute balance. Mother Earth is in her absolute equilibrium. She's in her absolute vitality. Or we wouldn't be here. And the reason why we're having these processes, which has hit hard, especially to our vulnerable family, is because we need to return to balance. We need to return to equilibrium. And part of this force coming to move us back to equilibrium and balance is going to also bring us new life, new perspectives, new actions, new priorities. As I was saying before, I want to bring this message back again. After these times, we will no longer depend, neither be conditioned on a failing system. Call it health system, economical system, political system, whatever you want to call it. But there are systems that have been established that used to manipulate our lives. Not anymore. Everything else will continue. I mean, this transition isn't just very fast. It's a process, and one step prepares us for the next. And this part of the process is just a preparation for the next. Remember, though, that this is the gentle process. Could have been harder. It is being very hard on many of our brothers and sisters and on a lot of our people in the family, but this is the gentle process. This is the constant message that Pachamama gives to us. So we're going to access the sacred oracle. Remember to carry a crystal. It will help you vibrate in your highest frequency. It will help you transcend whatever suffering and struggle. Remember to be in love. Remember to love yourself unconditionally. Remember to liberate whatever fear, doubt, guilt, blame, shame, because those are low frequencies. And when we're with low frequencies, our heart is heavy. And when our heart is heavy, we cannot take off like the condor. And when we cannot take off like the condor, when these destructive forces come, they attack us. Interestingly enough, these forces attack you more when you're vulnerable. Not when you're strong. When you're strong, They simply cannot be with you. They cannot vibrate at your frequency. But when you're vulnerable, that's when these forces attack. And we are not going to judge these forces. We're just going to honor and acknowledge them. Why? Grandfather used to say, these heavy energies, these dark forces, these hard processes were here before us and they'll be here after us. So they don't belong to us, neither we belong to these energies. What we need to constantly live up to is that perfect balance and equilibrium that always exists in the universe and for Mother Earth. It was never in our hands. That balance and equilibrium is in the hands of the elements. That equilibrium and balance is in the hands of Mother Earth, Mother Nature. It's in the hands of the kingdom, of the plant kingdom, of the invisible worlds, worlds that we cannot access because in our limitation, in our unevolved consciousness, we might manipulate it. And we could have easily brought it out of balance ages ago. For that reason, this balance and equilibrium is not in our hands. What is in our hands is to vibrate and live up to that frequency. Exist in every way possible in that balance and equilibrium. And as I said before, we had a choice to do that or not. It was okay, because we have free will. But now, we have no choice. I, as a medicine man, celebrate that. We've gotten to a point where we have no choice but to live up to that frequency of Mother Earth, which is absolute equilibrium, absolute balance. Luckily, there are powerful forces that are in charge of that on our planet. There are powerful forces who are in charge of bringing that equilibrium for us. So please, my wonderful family, remember, you are protected, you are taken care of, you are watched over, you are looked after. Whether you are conscious of it or not, there are powerful forces who are looking after you. Forces of Mother Earth, forces of Mother Nature, forces of the universe, forces of the cosmos. In the Andes, we live a life that constantly strengthens this connection and this communion with these powerful forces. This is why, as a medicine man, I cannot vibrate in that low frequency, because it doesn't serve me, neither it serves anybody. And I'm maintaining myself as a medicine man because I believe this is what I have been in preparation for. This is what I have been in training for all my lifetime as a medicine man. Can I, in these times as a medicine man, vibrate in the highest frequency of love and transmit that to family and community and the planet? Yes, I can. And because I can, I am. And I will. I will not let nothing move me from that center. I will deepen my roots into Pachamama and I'll grow strong and tall and be this tree of life that gives first blooms and gives the best fruits. My brothers and sisters, remember who you are. Remember where you come from. Remember why you are here. Our legends used to speak about these times, and when they tell these prophecies about the new era and the times of transition, they always spoke about us, these generations that are here in this planet now, responsible and witnesses of a transition to a new life, to a new era, to a new age on our planet. Can you believe we're so blessed that we're here to witness this transition? It ain't easy. It is not. Our task is very hard. And our task is very hard in maintaining ourselves in love and that highest frequency, because we are the foundation. We are responsible for generations and generations to come. People will speak about these times. In the future generations, they will say, these are the people who are responsible for maintaining themselves in love, in absolute equilibrium and balance. And they were the ones who fostered this new life on this planet. New humanity, new consciousness. And at the same time, we are the last unevolved generation of humanity, because we were here before the transition times. The children and the new generation that are arriving, they're coming ready for this era. They're coming ready for these processes, emotionally, psychologically, physically. But we are the last of that unevolved humanity. That is what the prophecies say. Nevertheless, we exist in a higher consciousness, and nevertheless, we will be of best service in this planet. And we will program, we will, with our prayers, send energy to our whole planet for generations and generations to come. Much love. We will now access the sacred oracle. This is our sacred mesa, where we have our powerful allies, masters, beings of light, who I am sending a lot of healing energy your way. Kuna rual kuna o kuna pachamama nyusta. Saminjay kalpanjay lapang wa panay kuna tatakasimu yung timpi. Hambi guchungko. We will access the oracle, and we will be, whatever questions you have, we will see in which way I can help you best. Abesh. Mama Coca. Wilka, Mabanga. Doctorcita. Whatever questions you have. First message that comes with the first leaf is, we're good. We're stress-proof. We're this process-proof. We're all the suffering-proof. We're becoming so fit, physically, emotionally, psychologically, that we will be able to manage through these processes. And we must take care of our physical bodies, though. It is very important. A ver. We need to give. This is the leaf of a mesa. A mesa is an offering that we give to Mother Earth, like despachos. We call them despachos. It's commonly known as despachos, but they're actually offerings. Haiwarikui, which means we need to be grateful. We need to be grateful to Mother Earth. Right now, she's in the works of producing the best weather, the purest air, the vitality, like the medicine that will heal us from these hard processes is in the air we breathe. The medicine we will receive is in the air we breathe. Okay? So please send your questions, whatever that you have as important questions. We're doing everything that Mother Earth is telling us, and she's telling us Okay, Anthony Palomba is asking about Hucha energy. My brother, Hucha energy is heavy energy. And there is a practice here in the Andes where we take on the heavy energy, the collective heavy energy, and we transform it. My message to you, my brother, is don't. Because on a regular day before this process, you could take on as much Hucha energy and transform it as you could with the mesa, with the despachos, with breathing, with visualizing yourself with the elements. But now there is so much of it. Don't take it on. You can hardly take care of yourself. Imagine yourself inside a crystal and let that crystal transform that heavy energy so that whatever energy accesses you is only high frequency energy. So don't take on heavy energy. Right now is not the time to digest Hucha. Rather, when you are in your absolute vitality inside your crystal, then you can send a lot of Sami. Be very busy producing Sami energy rather than... Sami is light energy and life energy, high frequency energy. Be very busy producing it yourself. Become a well of it. And don't take on heavy energy to transmute and transform because there's too much of it right now on the planet. It'll bring it down eventually. For the US, for the question for America, for this process, it'll actually be over sooner than in other places. Something will happen over there that will take care of this for the people in North America. So there's a lot of hope. Deborah Eureste. No, you will not be pregnant physically, but you are indeed, as a woman, given birth to new life because women have that power of just birthing new life to the family, to the community, to the planet. So it's not an actual physical pregnancy, but it will manifest itself physically as something else, not necessarily a baby. This is beautiful for that question about the economic crash. Just before a baby learns to walk, they get sick. Just before a baby learns to talk, they get sick. So in the babies, because they're so fragile and vulnerable, we're always watching. The second they become really sick, something awesome is going to happen. There is an economic crash, yes, but that's just the process. The return is a completely new economic system on the planet. How that will be manifested, it will involve everybody. It will benefit everybody. It will be more balanced, and it will have equilibrium. Karen, Karen, your stomach is sore because all your emotional process, whatever fear that you feel, all of that is accumulated in your solar plexus. So that energy is affecting your stomach. So you need to take care of yourself. For Fiorella, a ver. Fiorella, you will continue with that career. It's not time to change yet. Yes. Diana Legeti, when you're sending healing energy to the whole planet, it has to be unconditional. You must have no expectations, but you must just be fully conscious that when you're sending energy to people, it's not just for their highest good. Specifically right now, when you're sending energy to people, you must send it for their healing or protection or vitality, because that's what we need. You must be fully conscious with the energy that you send, because we need it differently in different times and different parts of our life. So sending energy for the people for their highest good doesn't really serve, because it's not specific. You must send specifically right now for healing and protection. Diane Wallace. A ver, México. There's a lot of hard process for Mexico coming up. Many people there also, even though they live in a land with a lot of powerful ancestral presence and indigenous people, they forgot to be connected with Mother Earth. So their process will be a little bit longer to recover completely. And eventually they'll be awesome again, but it'll take a little bit longer. Jacqueline Wills. A ver. Yes, the blue kachina will be birthed into our sun. What that medicine is about, I don't know, but it's pretty amazing. Teodora. Teodora, your path is to be a healer, a medicine woman. You already know that. In fact, you're already in the journey. And yeah. Laura Armorfelli. Laura Armorfelli, you're to heal the whole planet, because you are planetary healer. So it's not just your local community, it's the whole planet, Laura. For Alaya Rose. A ver. Definitely, yes, there will be a global shift indeed. I mean, we're in it. We're in it. We're part of that shift. Not only we're witnesses of it, but we're making the shift. We have no choice. So, yes, there will be. Jamie. No, we didn't rant away, Jamie. We can always ask. Pachamama is here for us. Jackie Pate. Don't worry about your sons. They're protected, and they are part of this new era, and they will take care of these health problems. Don't worry. We're sending healing energy to them. Gaile. A ver. for Pauline. To work with community, to be a leader, and to soar the highest skies like the condor. My loves, I'm sorry I couldn't read the questions in other languages. I'm limited, I guess, with my English only. Christy Cox. Christy, a ver. Christy, your work is here in this planet is to help and support people, especially women, and women that have had a hard process or difficulties. You have the power to help them as a leader, yeah? So working with the feminine. Willow, my sister. A ver. Your work is changing, Willow. It not so much as a midwife, but now I guess you're going to be doing rebirth work because you will be helping adults get into their new life rather than babies arrive to this life. Narayani. Narayani, you're a hummingbird. Be free. Wherever you go, look for the flower and get the juice out of it. There's not much you need to do as you need to do. You just need to make sure you're always free. This is the message of Mama Coca for you. You must always be free. Anything that is trying to manipulate or limit that freedom does not serve you. A ver. Alisa Strobel. Okay, this is a very important question about the Amazon and the rainforest. It has a major role, our rainforest and the Amazon. In fact, they already have the medicine for the coronavirus. Just yesterday, one of our elder friends, Shimi from Pucallpa, said to me, the power of the cat's claw is exactly the same shape as the coronavirus. And for them, that's a sign. For them, they believe this is the medicine for it. But it's not just the cat's claw, but it's also other herbs with it together, and they make a syrup or something out of these plants. So, of course, it's no surprise, neither is coincidence. The Amazon, the rainforest, has the medicine for the planet, for anything and everything. It's just a matter of accessing it. So thank you for asking that, Alisa. Joanne Lowell. How do we maintain full collective presence for Mother Earth? So it's time to start not just maintaining presence, but being present with. Who do you want to be present with? For us, in our spiritual path as medicine people, who we choose to be in presence with is very important. For example, I choose to be present with Pachamama on this, and she is my strength. She is my medicine and my harmony and my peace. I choose to be with Mother Earth. I choose to be with the elements. The elemental forces are working big time on bringing balance and healing to the planet. So who you want to be present with is what you should choose rather than having a presence. Yes, my brother Julie Chan, my Julie, I'm sending lots of energy and healing energy to Taiwan indeed. These people also exist in a very powerful land with very important ancestral presence, so you have powerful healing energy there as well. A ver. Michael Reljic. Shall people allow medication for COVID-19 or heal naturally? First, there will be the vaccine in order to, it's a thing that does for us in our psychological temple, which will make us feel like, aha, there's a cure. So first there will be the vaccine, and right after that, you will no longer need it. So yes, we do need the vaccine too. And it's already there, by the way. It's not like which country comes up with it. We already have it. Rajiv Gupta. What is the career? Rajiv, you're going to be helping a lot of people transcend from very difficult processes. So in that sense, you're also a leader. Whatever businesses, whatever projects that you had in business, they need to completely change, because now your path is completely different. It's a golden path, and it's a path of service. You're in good health, you're in power to do that. Henrik Lavasewski, a ver. Me encacho apartamento de Chamanacho. Don't sell your apartment, Henry. Keep it. You still need it. Karin Koni, what is the message for you? You must stand with your both feet firmly on the ground and deepen your roots into Pachamama. You are a powerful and natural medicine woman. You are to share your medicine with the planet. You are in your power. You are in your center. Don't let anything move you from it. My loves, I'm going to be doing 3 more questions. Carla, can you speak about the golden planet? Not the golden planet. So, the golden planet, the golden energy is an alchemy, and it's an alchemy of the Father's Son. This was also known about in prophecies, that whenever we go through these major crisis processes, just before the sun rises, there is going to be the most of the darkness, the most of the cold. And as soon as the sun rises, then new life arrives to the planet. The golden planet is the alchemy of the new life. It's people better, oughta, and must prepare for things to go differently in your lives. You may maintain your same careers, you may maintain your same practices, you may maintain your home, like where you live, the way you live, but the consciousness has to be different. There will be a lot of shifts. There will be a lot of major changes. Our main task is to catch up with these changes, and the sooner we do, the gentler the process. The slower we take, the harder the process. A ver. Pauline. Major changes, big changes, Pauline. From being a caterpillar, now you're a butterfly and you have your multicolored wings and you're flying free. This is one of the reasons why you are also in your own space right now, to have a lot of self-reflection and a lot of self-healing and self-process. You need to give yourself that in this moment right now. And remember that your family and your community is well taken care of. One of our powerful apus, either Apu Ausangate or Apu Salkantai, is your guardian. And it's looking after your process and your work and everything. So don't worry. There's a lot of abundance and prosperity coming your way. Rhonda Harrelson. A ver, this will be our last question for today. Okay, light beings have always been, these what you call visitors, these angelic beings of light, confederations of light as we call them, have always been witnesses and participants of life on this planet. They have been watching the process of humanity for thousands of years, since ever. And right now, in these times specifically, they will be coming more and more, these light beings, visiting you to give you guidance, to give you messages of how you can assist better and help better our planet, your family and your community. So don't just expect them visiting, actually call on them. This is for Rhonda Harrelson. A ver. Thank you, my loves. This oracle for today is complete. Anytime you want to contact me for any more of these personal readings, I'm here available. Thanks to this process, I can actually be here for you. So just contact me and we will just PM me. And in that private message, we will set up whatever readings that are necessary, whatever offerings like despachos. I actually will put the fire on again because I would love to offer a big Kintu. Kintu is a prayer of love and of healing for the whole planet. And this is in the name of my brothers and sisters throughout the planet who are suffering and are struggling physically, emotionally, psychologically, who need a lot of help and support. This is how we're going to complete our ceremony today. And remember, you're the source of that healing energy, and don't take on any heavy energy to transmute and transform right now. There are powerful forces that can do that for you. You can call on these powerful forces to do that for you. Don't do it yourselves because you're very vulnerable. This is the time when you need to take care of yourself. Because when you're vulnerable, these heavy energies attack you the most. So count on Mother Earth. Call on Mother Earth to do that for you. Count on the powerful forces to protect you, to look after you, and to take care of these processes. For my brothers and sisters in the planet, with infinite love, with infinite gratitude, for their well-being, for their health, for the transformation, for the transmutation of a limited and a sleeping consciousness to a superior and highly evolved consciousness. For this new life to our homes, our families, and our communities throughout the planet in the most gentle way possible. In your name, my brothers and sisters. I'm going to send you off in this night with a song of our sacred Apus from Apu Ausangate. It's the song of healing, of transformation, because in times when people were very busy suffering and struggling, the message from the mountains, from Mother Earth was, celebrate life. Life is a miracle. Don't be very busy suffering and struggling. Dance. Dance. Maybe a meter away from each other, or 6 feet, is it? but dance. Thank you. Santa me se volvió. Brothers and sisters, thank you so much for everyone that joined today. Believe it or not, this is the first time I do this live, so it's awesome. There will be more. The fire is confirming it. There will be more of this medicine being shared throughout the planet. That is why we are here, medicine men, medicine women, healing ourselves into our new life. Much love. I'm here for you. Whatever that you need, always count on me. Call on me, even not just through social media, but call on me. Like call on your brother Puma whenever you need it. I'll show up there with all my team of Apus, with my team of masters, elemental forces, guides, guardians. Love you. Thank you so much. We will be in ceremony always. Gracias.